You see, the solution to what we have is summation of all what I told you. Look at farmers. What do they want? First of all, they will tell you fertilizer, because over the years, all these crops we have, all the seeds and seedlings were introduced to fertilizer. It's not their fault. When I was a child, there was nothing like fertilizer. I was alive when fertilizer was introduced in northern Nigeria, but we had crops long before my grandparents. They are planting it using local manure. When it came, it was even free. They are bringing it to my father in my district to distribute. But now they are being introduced, these things. If you go and plant maize now without putting that element of fertilizer, you are just wasting your time. You just come up like this, you see it flowering, before you know it, it's dead, it's finished. So there must be fertilizer. The cost is so exorbitant, and things cannot continue like that. Now farmers, nobody wants to go and be doing what my grandparents have done, working manually as laborers in the and that's why our children are not going for farming. No value addition in terms of technology. People will be happy with tractors on the farm. If they cannot get that, maybe use animals so that they can double or triple their own output, and so on and so forth. People want to go to schools. People want to do what everybody is doing. We are all human beings. Only that one can argue that this one comes from this family today, or the other one comes from the other family. But we are all human beings. If somebody slaps you or any other person, they will feel it. But leaders don't understand that. Now, unless you go and cater, give hope to people, give jobs to young men and women, you still continue to have people who will be taking drugs, and drugs are not even controlled in this country. Everybody is just there. I know some places, somebody was telling me that in all the markets they are selling drugs like they sell beans or maize. It's using pan, to sell. They're not talking of expiration date, because they are just things that are there to kill the Nigerians. So you have to correct the politics. If you win, you look back and see people who supported you and make sure that you give them opportunity to improve their CV, to earn a living, and so on and so forth. You have to look at economy. We cannot continue importing everything. Some will say even toothpick. Why do you have to do that? This electricity is not going to be a miracle. We have been to almost everywhere in the world. Some people have overcome that. We are not inventing anything. It's just to do what other people have done. We are not going to invent electricity. Somebody has done that a long time before now. We are not going to invent how to do road. What is difficulty in road as a civil engineer? Is it to identify the material to put on the road? Is it the compaction? Is it the material to lay? What? In my opinion, we don't need even people from elsewhere to come and do. These are things that we can do. I can do it, if not because I'm in this business. This is what I learned long before I came into this. I was the project manager of Chala Gorge Dam, one of the biggest in this country, before I left service, civil service. So we can do it. I was in craft school, I was in technical school, I was a fitter machinist. I worked in many industries in Kano. I was in Raka and Chaka, I was in S-Raka, I was in Reka itself, producing, fitting and machining, using lathe machines, shaping machines, drilling machines, all sorts of machines to produce missing parts or damaged parts. Why do I have to bring things from elsewhere? Our boys are still there. They can do it. Now we have gone bad to the extent that most of the things that we do, like POP, like even laying granite or tile or anything, we have to get people from neighboring countries. Okay, what of Nigerians? What are they doing? They're in the villages and towns and cities just taking drugs. Not because they want to do it, but the circumstance. That's why we built 44 technical schools in Kano, to train them locally. So, you see, all these things must be done. And leaders must see everybody as their own. Whether it's the same party with you, or in an opposition party, once you are president or governor, they are all yours. You are the president of the country, not president of your party. You are the governor of the state, not the governor of your own party. You bring in people, give them hope. What we have today is that whoever becomes president or governor, all others who are in other parties are his enemies. The only people he likes are people in his party. And even them, he'll take small chunk, small percentage. All others are angry. So that's the beginning of the problem. The politics itself must be right. So you have to look at all this. Now, for Naira, it's going down. The first time I was in the UK, in 1981, 1 Naira is more than $1. That's my BTA. What of now? If you know it yesterday, today you have to ask. It's not appreciated, it's always going down. You have to stop that. Everything you see around is imported. We have to stop that.